in favor of this new law? Everybody, please pay attention. Oh, wait, are we recording?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you, thank you. Let's start our first parliamentary debate of the second partial, and we are presenting a law in favor of regulating or legalizing abortion. Please, team in favor, present the prima facie case and your three opening statements. Go.
Okay. The topic of abortion is really different all over the world. On the first hand, some countries have legalized abortion and they offer free public health services. However, in the other countries, abortion is legal and is penalized with years in prison to the women who get one. This has made that women have to get an abortion with uncertified doctors and is really bad in clinics. And also is very dangerous. These events have killed a lot of women in the past years. The new law that we want to implement is that the government has to legalize the abortion and provide free services for the women who need it.
Thank you.
The first argument.
Okay, our first argument is that it affects and violates the fundamental human rights of the girls. It goes against the first and 12th argument of the Convention on the elimination of all forms of discrimination against women. The lack of guarantee by the state for the exercise of equality of reproductive girls' right violates the right to life, health, physical and mental, moral integrity, and it also denies a right treatment and it's like inhuman and degrading treatment.
Our second argument is that all over the world, 30,000 women die a year with the legal abortion. So if this practice is legal, less women are going to die and they will receive better services.
Thank you.
As well, illegal abortions validate a millionaire and clandestine market. We believe that the autonomy of women is being profited on, and it shouldn't work that way.
Thank you. Very good. We have the prima facie case clear. Our three opening statements. Please, team against, present your three arguments against.
If we let women abort, we are allowing them to end with a life, so we cannot ask the men to respect us if we are killers too. We understand that there are different situations, and we think abortion shouldn't be allowed because the baby isn't guilty for what happened, so it should live. And well, there are different options, and there are like adoption and some other stuff, so we cannot kill the baby when there are different options.
Thank you.
After having an abortion, different consequences appear. Some of them are that when you abort in the first 3 months, produce that the next child, if you get pregnant after having an abortion, the child will born premature or the child have risk of loss and die. In this case, happen 3 out of 4 women that already have an abort. And this research is from Public Health Sciences in Seattle. And also, after the abortion, there is a syndrome that is named post-abortion, and this study is from the University of North California.
Thank you.
And we have also to consider all cases in which abortion could appear. So talking about legalizing abortion in case of rapes, just 0.6% of rapes victims get pregnant. So taking in consideration this number, from a legal and even moral perspective, it is not correct to procure a legislation based on an exception rather than a universal and unalterable rule that is totally irrational. Laws against rapes should improve, not creating a law that even somehow will increase the numbers of rapes, so we can solve a poison problem with another poison solution. And we know that appealing crime of rape is used to sensitize the public in favor of abortion because, of course, those girls have been through a lot of suffering But truth is that abortion is not going to remove any physical or psychological pain produced in a violation. Right. On the contrary, it is going to add the physical and psychological complications that abortion already has.
Thank you. Very good. These are the opening statements. Now it's time to put all devices away. Please, please. And let's start with round 2. Wait a second. Counter arguments, rebuttals, team in favor. Go.
Our first counter argument is women have a moral right to decide what to do with their bodies. Also, the child during the first week doesn't have a nervous system, so it doesn't feel anything. It's like having a lot of cells that doesn't have life, so it's like removing something that doesn't feel. Thank you.
We also believe that women have the choice and the right to decide what to do with the baby. Considering that overpopulation right now is a thing, and some women are not, even if they chose to have sex, if it wasn't a rape, they may not have the tools to give that kid a correct life, which would mean giving him in adoption. But right now, adoption is there's already many kids that are on the street because they're not being adopted. Just adding more to that is not helpful. Instead of having a kid that could become a criminal because he's not having the right attention, we just give him, it's an alternative to it.
Thank you.
And also, it is proof that the girls, talking about the health of the baby and the girl, the body of a woman isn't fully prepared until the age of 21. And so if the girl has a teen pregnancy, it could be lethal for the baby, and also it could be very dangerous for the mom. So why risking both lives? And so it's better for the girl when her body is prepared to be to have a baby.
Yes, we should regard the woman as a person and not just as a container for the fetus.
And not just as a what?
Container.
It's because
I see container.
because some people that is against abortion
Yes.
see the fetus as the first thing and the woman only as a container.
Yes.
But the woman has the right also to choose about her body.
Correct. Good. If you still have time, if you want to add something else.
Yeah, another argument is that banning abortions put women at a risk by forcing them to use illegal abortionists that make in really unprepared clinics and really unprepared doctors, and these have consequences that make that the woman die or
cause infertility for the future.
So it's better to have a legal and better services that the government can imply than really
Making it clandestine.
Just a sec. Thank you. Aranza, it's, how can I say, I kind of have to go one by one, but I saw you with ideas, so I can give you now a few seconds.
No.
It's fine? It's fine?
Yes,
All right.
it's fine.
Then,
Is our time finished?
no, you still have 1:20 seconds. But I mean, we can always go here if you...
Another thing that you established was that women have post-abortion syndrome, and having post-abortion syndrome is harmful for women, but eventually it will be solved by going to psychologists. While having a kid that will be wrongly nurtured will never be solved. There's things that you cannot solve. Once that a kid is scarred for life, he will stay like that. So having a post-abortion syndrome, I don't think it's balanced with having.
Also, implementing this type of law, you give the world to stop seeing it as a taboo and could give more option to the woman to go for help and ask for help and to stop stereotype. No, come on, please, come on.
Criticizing, you know.
Yes, criticizing them, and this could help for the post-traumatic stress.
Perfect. It's only 13 seconds, so I am going with them, right? Now, wait, let me reset my timer. 4 minutes. All the rebuttals that you have. Go!
Okay, so replying to what Santiago said, making legal abortion won't make that clinics would be better prepared than they are now. Because according to the Good Mature Institute, abortion rates in countries where abortion is legal are similar to those in countries where it's illegal. So making it legal would also present deaths on women, and that wouldn't solve anything about clinics better prepared.
Supporting Valeria's idea and replying to Santiago, it's a fact that in Mexico City the abortion is legal. Even if the abortion is legal, the government don't provide clinics for a safe abortion, so there are also clandestine abortions.
Replying to Santiago's first argument, he's talking about that in the first weeks, like the baby doesn't feel anything, but when do you figure out you're pregnant? So like it could pass like a month or maybe two, and women like normally doesn't figure it out. So like the baby could feel it, so it will be like aborting in the first weeks because sometimes you don't even notice that.
Correct? Please help me out by standing up so that we get the lights back. Please. Yes. All right.
In the post-abortion, it's a fact that a lot of people can't provide the psychological method. So a lot of women can't pay this method and they keep with the post-abortion syndrome, so they can't handle it. They don't know how to.
And also, you say that post-abortion syndrome can have a solution, but that a life, but a baby that will grow with in bad conditions couldn't have a solution. But adoptions actually are a solution. Why we couldn't give him the opportunity of life if we don't even know if he maybe could happy, maybe not, but we never know. So we can take that opportunity from them, that choice of, well, it's not also his choice, but it should be his choice.
Yeah, complementing what Valeria says, like not all the foster kids are like in the streets or drugging or whatever, like the kind of things you said, like there are boys and girls that want to like go out of that life, so they are like looking for opportunities. And also like if the mom doesn't abort, like he could give his baby into the foster system, and well, it's a baby, so it's easier that a family adopts a baby. Like it's like sad, but it's true. The families prefer a baby than a young kid, so it will be easy for them.
And also about what you said on decide that women should have the right of deciding about her body. They are not only deciding for her. She has a life inside of her, so she's deciding for two persons, for her life and for the life of a baby. And if she's taking away the opportunity of living, why she has to take also a choice of her body if she's not letting the baby breathe.
Thank you. There are, time's up. Look, sound is up. Very good. 3 minutes for additional rebuttals. Obviously 3 minutes for you too in a moment. So let me just reset this thing. Go, team in favor.
Well, answering to Ana Sofia, I know that in Mexico City, the places that applied abortion are not for the government, but I saw that you didn't listen our proposal that said that the government should deliver those services. So please know our law.
You also said that sometimes mothers do not have enough money to pay for psychological after abortion help. If they cannot pay for that, how are they going to pay for the whole life of the baby? And then another thing is that you said that not all, I mean, at least in Mexico, it's more of a question. Do you think that the foster system in Mexico gives kids a good life? And do you think that it gives them the tools that they need?
No questions, arguments.
But it's kind of a question argument.
Argument only.
Well,
Answer the question rhetorically.
I don't. Foster houses in Mexico do not have the correct economic help, social help, and different services to provide for the children.
And adding what Emiliano said, kids do need the guidance of their mother, and how could they get like this support and this care if they are in a foster family? And most of, well, you were also generalizing that none of them are like in a good path. Some of them, when they are in foster families, go to drugs or to streets, and they do not always get like a good ending.
Correct. There are 50 seconds. Time for one more
And
rebuttal.
this type of child that could be aborted if abortion was legal, suffer like abuse from their parents, because their parents feels like the child have like they blame the child for the life that they are getting, because normally if
Is an unwanted kid.
unwanted kid, like if the family don't have all the resources to maintain themselves and they have a child, they blame he or she for the situation that they're living. So normally that child suffer like abuse, or they put them to work, or
Another example we would like to. For example, if a woman is drugging herself with heroin,
Finish.
and her kid is born, the kid will also be addicted to heroin. We believe that a woman that in those situations that will bring harm to a kid just by being born, it's way better that the kid is aborted in a safe and right way.
Thank you. Thank you. 3 minutes for counter arguments.
Yes. Well, I would like
Go. Sorry.
I would like to reply to what Santiago said to Ana Sofia.
Yes.
That she didn't hear their proposal, but it's not about a proposal. Then we can propose a lot of things, but it is not. So it is what it is.
No, but it is a proposal.
Yeah,
Very
it's a
important.
hypothetical.
We are making a proposal, so a proposal is the one that is either defended or attacked. So yes, a proposal is at the center here. It is.
But we can make also
I
proposals.
think that
You can make what?
It's also proposals, and it would lose the sense of debating. Well,
Oh my God! Remember, this is a parliamentary case. I'm not gonna explain how the
No.
debate works in this moment, but it's about a proposal
I want
presented
to
from them.
yes, but
That was
there-
established last week, so there's no time to expand. But I think Sophie has something there. Go.
I listened to your proposal, and it's valid to make proposals, but we have to guide with facts. And it's a fact that the government already make legal the abortion, and there are no clinics. You can make the proposal, but the government don't listen to the people.
That's a counter argument. That's a
Yes,
counter argument.
That's why I say that it is what it is.
But that's vague. But if you meant what Sophie said, that's a counter argument. That
Yes.
works as a counter argument.
And you can make any proposals to the government, but there are a lot of proposals. And where we have a clear example of a country that already have a city with legal abortion, and there are also clandestine abortions and a woman dying.
Okay, correct. Thank you. There's time, please.
And also answering to what Emiliano said about that in Mexico government doesn't provide a good life to kids. We can create a life because we think that maybe he won't have a good life if it is only a probability. If there's the probability that maybe he could have a good life, why don't we give him the opportunity of giving that good life, of living that good life?
You know, like it's the kid's choice if she choose like the easy life or the part that he could like get away of that life. Like it's not generalizing, like Aranza said, like all the kids are good kids and there are no drugs and that stuff. Like it would be kids that drugs and kids.
It will be kids that what?
It would be like kids like do drugs and that stuff, and there would be kids that don't do drugs and go to school and like.
I see what you mean. It's not like 100% every
it's not
single kid.
100%,
Perfect. It works. There's time if you want to say, oh, in this moment. But we can quickly, if everybody agrees, I'll give you a minute. But if I give you a minute, I need to give you a minute, of course. So if you all agree, a minute. For the last, before we conclude.
Yes.
But do you also agree? Because you also will have a minute there. Oh, there's a lot to say. Let's take the chance. 1 minute, go.
You just established that it was a kid's choice, but I just said a moment ago that if a mother is drug addict, the kid will be born with abstinence syndrome. So it's not even his choice. If the mother is not eating well, if the mother is not having the right nutrition, the kid will be damaged. If the mother, I don't know, wants to commit suicide because she is having a baby and the kid is born, he may be born with brain problems because the mother had no air because of trying to drown herself or trying to hang herself. So sometimes it is not a kid's choice to decide because he's born with problems that will damage him for life. So sometimes it is not his choice.
Very good. 20 seconds. So I think I'll now go with you for your final counter argument. Go.
If we go back to the same argument, it's only a probability. You said it in every sentence. What if it's not that way? We can give him the opportunity.
And it's a fact that if you abort and if you get pregnant, like I said before, if you get pregnant, the child will born with different problems.
It is a
Like if you have an abortion, if you get pregnant again and you want to have the child will born with different problems.
in your second pregnancy.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Can we have our 20 seconds back?
Yes.
No. Well, you're right. I can give you those 20 seconds, and that'll be it.
Well,
Wait. I'm literally.
No, yo.
No, easy.
20 seconds. Go.
Well, as you said, there is a chance. So that's why we're making it legal. So women have the chance to decide as well. If they're having to have the wrong life for the baby, they can decide on it.
And it's not always.
Sorry.
No, what's up?
It was the last of the last.
Teacher.
So there is no space for an additional.
Oh my God, 15 segundos.
So now,
You got like 5 seconds.
No, but it's there needs to be this was an extension of the extension, so that no more extensions. All right, thank you so much. I think this is a good point now to make a decision because we have presented what we wanted to say. If we continue, what's going to happen? We're gonna start presenting emotions rather than arguments. So I think this is a good moment. We said what we wanted to say. Now, please, I'm going to, students, I'm going to put a link in